just go like that if I'm saying something. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Something.
Hey. What's up, everybody?
What's going on?
This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are Lido, Loca, and it's Tuesday Night Live.
It's Tuesday Night Live. It's also...
Fat Tuesday.
Fat Tuesday.
It's the Mardi Gras. Is that the way you say it? Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras?
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras? I think it's Mardi Gras.
It's Mardi Gras.
Fat Tuesday. Very interesting.
Yes.
So we are back with some more talk on the seaside. Of course, we will entertain any of your questions tonight. But yeah, today was the last episode of the vlog. It was every day of our cruise, days 1 through 7. You know that's how we like to do it, show you a whole day at a time. And so now that you guys have had an opportunity to see the vlogs, hit us up if you got some questions.
I know. The last day of the vlog. It was so sad.
Yeah, it was. I didn't think that one would be. I was editing that vlog and I thought it was going to be short. And then once I got into the footage, I was shocked at how much stuff we filmed that day. So
yeah, and I think that it was just sad because we were leaving Don and the family and the sea and Julie and Mike and
yeah,
it was different.
Yeah, so I think tonight
it's kind of like the Elation.
Yeah, I've been watching some videos from a year ago, some of the complaints that people had about the seaside, so I think we'll talk a little bit tonight about some of those things. I just noticed this probably about an hour ago, the locafam. Now look, to be a part of the locafam, you have to be a member of the Facebook group, the Lido Loca Cruising Community on Facebook. I mean, it's not a hard and fast requirement. If you know who we are, you're locafam. But official locafam are people that are in the Facebook group. And so let's say that the locafam is 5,000 members strong.
That is so great.
We just hit 5,000 members. So
that's a big family.
That's a big family.
I think we all need to take DNA tests.
To find out what we are?
Well, I mean, we may have vitamin C, right?
Vitamin C?
I don't know. We have to have something in common. Vitamin C.
Look, I can't follow Jenny anymore. I find myself sitting next to an older woman.
What?
An older woman.
How dare you?
Raise your hand if you're 47. Oh, that's just me.
Whatever.
That's just me. Happy belated birthday.
Why, thank you. And thank you, everybody, for the beautiful wishes. It really made my day. And some of them made me cry and just warmed my heart, so thank you.
Yeah, so this is less than so today is the 5th of March. 1 month ago was February the 5th. And so in between those two...
Wow, 47-year-olds know that. That's pretty cool.
In between those two time frames, we had the trifecta. We had Valentine's Day.
Right.
We had our wedding anniversary.
Right.
And now we've had your birthday. So the magic 3 has happened and all those things...
And then you know what?
Actually, 4 things happened. We also have my half birthday, but it's 4th on the list. It's not.
No, and then you know what happens, right?
What?
So we have 6 kids together, right?
Yes.
And 5 of the birthdays of the 6 kids are in the next 3 months. So we have 1 in April, 2 in May, 2 in June, and 1 in December.
Yeah, so we got to run through the kids' birthdays.
And in between there, we have to throw in your 48th birthday.
That's right. I'll be 48 at some point. Not today, Jenny.
Whatever.
Not today.
Well, I mean, this morning you said, oh, it's 7 more months till I'm your age. It's only 5 months.
Look, I'm not good at math. I mean, it's not about
really?
the math.
Really? Because you're brilliant.
It's not about the math here.
Okay.
Come on.
All right.
Come on. All right, well, let's take a look and see who's in the chat tonight. I'll go to the top of the chat. Let's talk about first, though, one of the big complaints on the MSC Seaside was the food. Mm-hmm. So, Jenny, what did you think of the food on the Seaside? And we had food 3 different ways, right? We had specialty dining, we had MDR dining, and we had the buffet dining.
Okay, so the buffet.
The Jimmy Buffett?
Let's do buffet first, I guess. Well, let's do MDR first because that's where we ate the least.
Yeah.
MDR food was just okay for me. I thought lunch was better than dinner. Yeah. Most of the time. But that's my take on the MDR.
I don't think we ate there the least. We had, 3? We had 3 MDR dinners. And we had 3 specialty dinners. And so we only had 1 buffet dinner.
Okay.
But yeah, so this is what as we go on more and more cruises, this is my big takeaway. Buffet food and MDR food both are prepared in quantity in advance.
Right.
They have to feed thousands of people at one time. And so to get really good food, it's not possible in either one of those. Now, we had some dishes that we liked, but to get the best food quality possible, you got to have made to order food. So I guess some MDRs have been better than others. I had rack of lamb or lamb chops, I guess, the last night at the MDR. I really liked it.
All right, so I'm going to say this. The MDR food had to be just okay because I can't really remember anything I ate.
So the couple things that I remember, of course I did edit the video today, the mushroom ragu thing that you had, that was pretty good. The puff pastry with the mushroom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for that reminder.
The rack of lamb that I had, or the lamb chops I had, was really good. I think I had pork one night. It didn't blow my mind, but and then the buffet. So the big criticism of the buffet is that there's not a lot of selections.
Well, let's go back to the MDR.
Okay.
The MDR, the service was good.
Service was good.
Everybody
was super nice.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
they had a roving
food was okay for me.
They had a roving guitar player. I like that better.
Yeah,
I like that better than the dancing napkin stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, the guy would come to table and play guitar, which was cool.
Mm-hmm. All right, so then we'll go to the buffet.
Yeah, what did you think of the buffet?
I liked the buffet. I thought the buffet, it didn't have like day to day, it didn't have a lot of changes except for like the pastas. Like they would change that out, right? Like one day they had an amazing seafood pasta mix. One day they had the raviolis,
the beef ravioli,
were phenomenal.
Yeah,
their pizza was great.
Yeah, so I remember I didn't try it. I saw meatloaf on one day. I saw a variety. They had this area called the rotisserie, and they would change out what the protein was, but there would only be like 3 choices there. So other cruise lines, Carnival, Royal, Princess, they had a massive amount of choices. But the MSC, not a lot of choices, but all the food was delicious.
Their buffet was delicious.
It was delicious.
They had the that sandwich bar. Remember they had the
panini bar, right?
The panini bar.
Yep.
And let's talk their burgers for a second.
I only had one burger. It wasn't bad.
No, I like their burgers. Their burger was juicy. It was cooked. The cheese was melted perfectly. It was good.
Yeah, not that you got to simplify yourself down, but every day you could get pizza, hot dogs, hamburgers, cold cuts on really fresh bread. And they would have they had like bratwurst a couple days. So if you find your sweet spot in that hot dog, hamburger, pizza land, they had that. If you just like carving it up with pasta, they had that. And then every pastry, bread, everything I had there, it was super fresh.
And their cheese, their cube cheese was like not the norm, right? Not like the cheddar or like white American, that kind of stuff. Yeah. They had all different kinds. It was good.
And the specialty dining was really good. Like we didn't have I
had a bad meal. Which
one didn't you like?
For our lunch, that
lobster
that's right. Fried rice was disgusting.
Yeah, it was funny. So MSC was kind. They wanted we had reached out to them and they said, hey, try these specialty dining restaurants. So they gave those to us for free, which was nice. But they gave us 3, and we were like, okay, there's one more that we haven't had. Let's pay for one. And so we paid for that Asian, and I love the sushi. I just want to say the sushi was off the chain. But yeah, that lobster fried rice.
The lobster fried rice was
good.
Disgusting. But my aunt and uncle ordered the ribs.
Yeah, Korean barbecue ribs.
They were wonderful. They were really good.
It was good.
Yeah, their food was... So I think my favorite meal was maybe that duck liver pate. No, I'm just kidding. That was the most nastiest thing ever.
That was pretty funny.
But I really... In the seafood place, I didn't have seafood as my entree. I can't remember what the name of that was
pappardelle. That was another pasta dish.
So good.
That was really good.
Yeah, it was delicious.
So here's our takeaway on the food. The people that didn't like it a year ago, I don't know if the food's changed any. Like a lot of the things that they were saying, not a large selection, kind of an eclectic European vibe on the cuisine. that all could still be true. Now,
Right.
I enjoyed the food, so I just might be an outlier that way. We might just have liked the food, but some of that criticism may be valid, but the actual taste of the food and the quality of the food was really high.
Yeah, I mean, you have to give it to them. If they don't have, like, the selection, like you said, may have not been a lot, but what they did do, they did very well.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to jump in.
Except for that lobster fried rice.
It's 9:10, almost perfect. I'm going to say hello for 2 or 3 minutes just to see who's in the chat, and then we'll get back and talk about another MSC topic, and we'll try to find some questions. If you have a question, maybe type question in front of it in capital letters, and then type your question or something, just so we can see it, just so it sticks out.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'll go to the very top. I don't know how many far back it is, but Jeannie Brock, what's up? Lucy Murray shows special features. It seems like maybe Roy has changed his YouTube name.
Roy and Amanda.
What's up, Roy and Amanda? Good to have you guys. Cruise Geek at Sandy. Ty is in the house. Cruising through life with Alan Genie. What's up, Alan Genie? Florida Krista is here of the Degenerate Cruisers. How's it going? Amy Kephart. She loves the New Kids on the Block. Yeah, I don't know what motivated me to type that in tonight, but glad to have it. Diacritical One, what's going on, sir? Glad to have you. The Jenny B Show, who's that? Oh, wait, that's you.
That's me.
Taser Travel in the house. York's Ragsdale, what's going on? Matt Allen. Cruise Geek Matt Allen, what's going on, sir? Jeannie Brock. Oh, I already said hello to Jean. Jeannie, get a double hello. Cruise Geek at Sandy here. Ellen Huffnell in the house.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl. What's going on? Holly and Brian B. KY Travelers in the house. Kelly Willard. Kim Hubner. Valerie Jones. John the Wooster Klaykowski. Bakak. What's going on, sir? Miss WW. It's our Fenwick life. What's going on? Robin Favor.
Hey, guys.
Kelly Dawn. Savage Cabbage. What's going on? Reagan Martin. The Martins are in the house. Liz Bream is here. Violet Eyes. How are you? Let's see. William Travel and Cruise Adventures, Sam and Dell TV. Man, that's a name.
Like that.
That's a... You got to type that. That's something else right there. Rhonda B, Mama Rochelle, Degenerate Cruisers. I'm assuming that's the other half. What's going on, sir? David Brandy's Excursion, Kathleen Weber, Terry Elliott, Donna Kalura, The Ghetto Cowboy. What's going on? Rob Z, Mama Rochelle, Stephen Ducar, Karen Hill, Rochelle Neyhouse. Could be a German name. Neyhouse. I hope I'm saying that right. Or Haas. Neyhouse. I don't know. Real Life Cruisers in the house. Bristol Woods, Raymond and Nancy Zachary. I know I saw Nurse Nancy. I don't see her on the list, but I know she was here. Kiss and Cook. Let's
Nurse
see.
Nancy. Sharon at Sea.
Sharon at Sea. There we go. The Lido Life. Bill Musselman. Christy Davis. Gail Albert. Junsos Travels, Frank Pitaro, Stephanie M, Don Kirk, Irene Momcat, Ronnie Gilbert. That's 3 minutes. All right, we're gonna jump back. Michelle Prost. All right, I'm going to the bottom, everybody. Ty is in the house. Barry Lambert. The Flanagans are in the house. Jan Booth, Jay Hiltman, Steph Richard, Keith Hensley. What's up, Hensleys? Amy Rogers, Alfred Inglesby, Kissing Cook. Let's see, Nathan.
Bobby Brown is here.
Nathan Satterfield, Chris Heckard, Mama Rochelle. I know that Julie was here too. I don't know if I said hello to Julie. That's the Cruisin' Nana, I believe. Jeffrey Polar, Olga Yatnik. I hope I said that right.
She said to send the pate to her. Next time.
That pate was crazy looking. Valerie Jones, Diva Warrior. All right.
Griffin Alyssa, hello.
Griffin Alyssa, Multi Deadeye. I'm going the bottom.
Retro Sarge.
Retro Sarge, what's up, my brother? Let's see. Rhonda B is 47. That's right. There's a couple 47s. Jenny, remember what that was like? Evan Pedvis.
Tell you what.
I know I'm going to get myself in trouble here.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you are.
Oh, here's a question. Thank you, Diacritical One. Oh, it went by so quick. Finally have a rig that will do 14 hours at a time lapse on my GoPro. I'm going to try it out. Have you ever tried doing a multi-day time lapse? No, I don't have the patience for that. But let me know how it works out. I guess I'm only good for about an hour, and then I'm like, oh, I gotta change the shot.
Change the shot.
Gotta change the shot. Are we gonna cruise off the West Coast? I would think someday. It's just so challenging. There's, I don't know, maybe 20 locations we can cruise out of on the East Coast, And so it makes it so much easier. So I think someday we'd like to go West Coast, but we'd have to be really specific, and there'd have to be a big reason for it. Mm-hmm. But I'm not opposed to it. It's just, logistically, it's just not close.
Right.
It's hard.
Alaska?
Savage Cabbage was the best place to eat on the Elation, and is it a good ship? The Elation, only a few food options there. They've got the main dining room, the buffet. They've got room service. They have the taste bar that's open from time to time. Guy's Burgers, the Pizza Pirate, the Blue Iguana, Sea Day Brunch. I think that's about it. All those places are really good. Most of those are included. I think the taste bar, if they're serving sushi or something like that, I think that's an extra price. The deli's on there too. Most of the time on the Elation, I ate in the main dining room. We ate in the main dining room every night.
On the Elation?
On the Elation. Mm-hmm. And, of course, you can never go wrong with Blue Iguana for breakfast, Guy's Burger for lunch, and pizza 24 hours a day. So that's what I would do.
Right. All right, question. What was the final win-loss from testing the fates on the Seaside?
We're about even.
Yeah. I don't really keep track of it.
Yeah,
I just say, can I have some more money?
That's right. As the keeper...
I tell him, hey, listen, here's what you gave me, and then I play the rest.
As the keeper of the money, I'm going to say we were about even.
Okay.
All right, Ed Hastings, that's a great question. What camera do we use for our video? We use 4 cameras on the Seaside vlogs and our phones, so I guess those count also. But Canon M50 was most of Embarkation Day. That was that wide lens shot. I like that rig, but I use a mic on it, and it's a little cumbersome. And so once we got to nighttime on that, I switched to the Canon GX7 Mark II. And it's a little handheld camera that does good in low light. It has some autofocus issues. That's my only complaint. And the way the microphone picks up sound, it picks up too much ambient noise. But I do love the picture that comes out of that. So most of the vlogs are shot on that Canon G7X. And then most of the time lapses, the excursion shot on the GoPro. Jenny's got our first vlogging camera, the Sony, I think it's DXH something. Most of Jenny's shots were on that camera. And then there's a few iPhone shots in there.
Yeah. I got the original.
That's right.
I'm the original Jenny from the block.
She is the original.
Yeah. Jan. Happy almost birthday.
Happy almost birthday.
Fellow Pisces, the love of the sea.
Aw. Carnival or MSC? Jenny, dollar for dollar.
Dollar for dollar.
You get a 7-day cruise for $1,000 on Carnival. You get a 7-day cruise. Which ship? How about that? 7-day cruise. You can go on the Seaside. We've never been on a big Carnival ship, right? So we only know...
That's coming up. We're going on the breeze.
Yeah, we only know smaller Carnival ships. So if it's $1,000 to cruise on the Elation for a week or $1,000 to cruise on the Seaside for a week, I'm choosing the Seaside.
Yeah, me also.
Yeah. So I don't know enough about a kind of a comparable Carnival ship to choose, but yeah, I'd be picking the Seaside just on the entertainment alone.
Well, and the MSC right now, I actually just got a message before we came live. Someone is looking and wanted to know why the Seaside was so reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And I mean, the only thing I could really think of is that it is, well, when it first came out, it really got a bad rap.
Yep.
That's number one. They really are, they have a European flair. So I'm just thinking that they're trying to get the North Americaners on there and check it out.
Yeah, I'm not 100% where I told this story, so I'll tell it quick. We might have told it on the Cruise Geeks. That's the podcast that Jenny and I host with Matt and Sandy. So if you need some cruising content for your ears when you can't watch video, make sure you subscribe to the Cruise Geeks podcast. Mm-hmm. And we're almost to 1,500 subscribers on the Cruise Geeks YouTube channel. So if you guys have not yet subscribed to the Cruise Geeks YouTube channel, make sure that you do that. But I might have told this story over here. But MSC, primarily a European, they started out as a shipping company. They went into the cruise business, and now they're trying to break into the North American cruise business. So they designed Seaside to look like the skyline in Miami. It's a Miami-designed ship. And so I think the prices are cheap just to get people to try it.
Right.
It was a lot of Europeans still, but yeah. But yeah.
What would you say the ratio was? I'm going to say like at least 75% were European.
I don't know. So one night we were in a show, and the cruise director said, applaud if you're from Canada, applaud if you're from North America. He went through about 10 countries. The applause for the U.S. and for Canada was louder than anything else. So I think there was probably more U.S. and Canadians on there, but there was I felt like there was a lot of European. Yeah. So it was an interesting mix.
Yeah, I would go again. I'm ready to go again.
I would go again.
Yeah.
We've been to the Hasbro game show. I don't know which ship we were on, but yeah, it's a good time. I like all those free shows on Carnival.
Danielle is in the house.
What's up, Danielle?
And she is saying, yes, Nurse Nancy, she is the next birthday.
That's right.
And she wants to know if we bought her a cruise.
Look at this. I can pull it out. 28th of April.
That's right.
How about that? How about them apples?
It's a big one for her.
Yeah.
25. She's a quarter of a century.
Is it better to listen to the podcast on YouTube? Either way, just listen to it. We're happy either way.
Yeah.
Did you guys find the MSC Seaside too busy? It looks super busy in the vlogs. It was really busy on the
Lido.
On the Lido on the sea days.
Mm-hmm.
They had so much space dedicated to people. Excuse me. So much space to people laying out in the sun. That is the most sun. The whole culture of getting tan was there.
It was
in full effect. It was. So yeah, on the sea days, the Lidos were super busy. Of course, people were saving chairs everywhere. It was a madhouse. But I don't go out in the sun much, so it didn't bother me. Like when I was bebopping around, I only went out for a little bit on that last sea day. The inside of the ship was pretty empty, which I liked.
Jamie has a question from Sharon at Sea.
Yes.
And then I also do want to tell Jamie, in the vlog today of our last day, there is some dancing that you can learn from for October 2020.
Yes. Jamie, you were part of my motivation to include. So we had 2 shows that used stripper poles in them in their show. Now, I think it's elevated to an art form. I don't know that they would call it stripper pole or pole dancing, but there was pole routine in both the Peter Punk yesterday's vlog and in the Michael Jackson show tonight. So that was there. Look, there was a lot of Speedo. Now there must be like a new kind of men's bathing suit that's not a trunk, for example. So it looked like my boxer briefs, just like a tighter version of my boxer briefs. I don't know what that's called, but a good amount of Speedo, a good amount of that tight boxer brief, and then a good amount of trunks, and then bikinis went from barely covering up to regular swimsuits. So it was a pretty progressive European feeling Lido. So
it was for sure.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
Tony, you did a walkthrough of the casino on today's vlog, didn't you?
I did about 3 shots of it. No craps on the. No craps in the casino. There was a real...
How dare they?
There was a real roulette table and also a virtual roulette table. I'm going to do a ship tour, and I've got a lot of shots of the casino, so stay tuned probably within the next 3 or 4 days. I have so much footage of the ship. I'm just trying to figure out the best way to arrange it, but just a lot of real pretty shots. This is a beautiful cruise ship.
It really was beautiful.
Yeah, so my favorite way to do a ship tour is just to find some cool music and just put the shots up and let the ship speak for itself. So that should be coming pretty soon.
Billy, we on that drink package that we received, I don't think I bought a drink that was outside the package, but like I know that I was able to get the vodka and cranberry. And that was like $1.32 or something like that. And
I think you have a picture of what was included, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe I'll make a blog post or something on the website, lolitoloca.com, over the next couple of days and just put that up. It was really cool. Basically you just paid the gratuity.
Right.
And so, but I think Heineken was the only beer. It was like a draft beer and that kind of thing. But we took advantage primarily of the 1-liter bottles of water for 71 cents. Mm-hmm. And sodas, I think, were like 41 cents. They gave you the whole can. Apparently, that's a big deal. I don't normally drink soda on a cruise ship. When we were on the Oasis, we had the soda package. And so I drink soda there, but all you had to do was put that cup in the machine. Mm-hmm. And so I guess normally they don't. It's a big deal to get the whole can. Like Don was excited that they gave you the whole can of soda for the 41 cents. So that's kind of cool. Emily sent this question over to us. I don't think it's Emily's question. Emily's helping us field some of the questions. Have we ever considered a nude cruise? I'm not that much of an exhibitionist. Like I like to be on camera and share the vacation with you. I don't feel like I don't feel like I'm in the place in my life of getting naked with a bunch of people on a nude cruise. You know, if that's what people want to do, I think I don't have any problem with it. You know, because that's the way the cruise is sold and people know what they're getting into. But
Right.
I don't think I would go on a nude cruise.
Quick tips: Oasis of the Seas again. Pros and cons. I would definitely do Oasis of the Seas again. We really want to go through all of the Oasis class first.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, there was really not so much cons of Oasis. I think we talked about that.
Yeah, you know, like now, a month or so, what are we, about 2 months away from Oasis? Mm-hmm. When you say that question, what do I think the pros are? I immediately go to the layout. Now that we've been back on another ship, some people say, oh, it's too big or whatever, but the cool thing about it being that big and the way they've designed it, it doesn't feel, you don't feel claustrophobic. So, like, if you have any claustrophobic tendencies, I think the Oasis is really great because all of the public spaces are just open. It just feels like you're, you know, wandering from one open venue to another. I like that. I don't know I'm sure there was some cons. I'd have to think of it, but
yeah. I didn't get a Pastella in April. I'm going to save it for the group cruise. Caribbean Princess was awesome. I loved that.
Yeah, Sharon or Jamie's asking if it's a new hat. Nah, it's just cold here today.
It's cold.
Just cold.
Sweater.
Yeah.
A little blanket on my lap. I'm freezing.
Rose Pierce asks, are we picking cruises by class or by port? Maybe that means ship. We're primarily ship.
Yeah.
We like the ship. So here's the criteria. So we're trying to show you guys as much as possible. And so in order to do that, kind of our rule of thumb is we don't go on a cruise ship that we've been on before. Only our friends sharing at sea have been able to make us go on a cruise ship that we've already been on.
That's true.
We'll go on the Breeze twice, just for them, just because Jamie's given classes on things I'm interested in. But for us, it's we try to go on a ship we haven't been on, we try to go on a line that we haven't been on, and we try to go out of a port that we haven't been out of. We've gone to almost all of the Florida ports.
Yeah.
So we'll probably repeat. Well, yeah, we're going to repeat Port Canaveral. So we're starting to repeat some of the Florida ports. But those are primary. Like for me, if I could wave a wand and just go on a ship today, I would go on some sort of Norwegian ship, probably the Bliss or the
Joy.
The Joy.
Mm-hmm.
And I would try to go out of a port that I haven't been out of, maybe to a place I haven't been to before. But that's usually how we pick cruises.
Yeah.
But the Oasis really moved us. Like that's the one class I want to go back to. And the cool thing about the Oasis, here's a little. I probably talked about this somewhere before. Those ships are built 1 foot larger than the previous one. So the Oasis currently is the 4th largest cruise ship in the world, and then the Symphony is the newest one.
Yep.
The Symphony is the newest Oasis class, and it's 4 feet bigger than the Oasis, and it's the largest cruise ship. And now they have an unnamed ship that's coming out. I could see doing one of those a year just because I like that class so much. But I would still try to go different. Like I wouldn't go back to Oasis. I would go. We might do them in age order. So Harmony and I don't remember what the other one. Allure. Yeah, I think Allure is next.
Steam and Bean.
What's up, Steamer? From the north.
From the north. What has been your favorite port you have visited?
Man, I had such a good time in St. Martin. Just from a fun perspective, the riding the ATVs in St. Martin, still the most unique experience. When anybody says port to me, I think about going to Havana.
Yeah.
So, and the one I try to forget is Key West, just because the big fight we got into, and then the way you denied me that lobster roll.
Boy, we did have a big fight.
We did have a big fight. Any secrets or tips for honeymooners or anniversary cruisers? Just tell the cruise line, and they'll usually do something for you. It's really, they're cool about it. Just call up customer service and say, hey, we're having this special event, and most of the time they'll do something for you.
Yeah. We try to go live, Savage. We try to go live on the cruise ships when we're there.
Yeah.
Sometimes the internet does not cooperate.
Yeah. We have been on the Caribbean Princess. That was our first non-Carnival cruise, and we loved it.
Yeah. I can't wait to go back on another Princess cruise. Just for their high tea.
I didn't feel a lot of movement on the Oasis, but we were on deck 15 here on the Seaside, and we felt a lot of movement.
Yeah. At night, it's going back and forth. I tell you though, the most movement, didn't you feel it when we had a porthole?
Yeah. We were almost at the front of the ship. On our first cruise on the Fantasy, we were like 2 cabins from the very front hull. And we had portals, which was cool. I would recommend it. I liked it. But the wild thing is we were breaking the waves. And so you would just be pushing through the waves.
Yeah.
Would we ever cruise in September? We've done it. It was scary. We went to Cuba in between a hurricane or right after a hurricane. So, yeah, we would do it.
Yeah. Have you put together the Lego ship yet?
No, I think I want to make a video. So, all I've been focused on the last 7 days were making these vlogs. And so I've had people ask me what I think about some of the stuff that's going on in cruising. And I've got that Lego thing to build. So I might have to make a couple videos a day just to get caught up on all that stuff. But I think I'm going to make a video of the Lego ship.
Yeah. Lisa Wilson, absolutely. Someday we will cruise through Europe.
Yeah, I'd like to go to the Mediterranean. So
how about Asia?
What are you talking about Asia for, Jenny?
I'm just asking.
I would go to Asia.
Yeah.
I would, yes.
Okay, good.
What do you think? You think I should go to Asia?
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. Good night, John Wooster. Have a good one.
Good night.
Mardi Gras or Panorama. Panorama's on the West Coast. Again, so that would be hard for us. And we are booked to go on the Mardi Gras. So new ship. Of course, we've been on Carnival before, but brand new ship, first U.S. sailing. Never been to Canada. So that's why Mardi Gras really fits our criteria. Looking forward to that.
That's going to be great.
Yeah.
Everybody likes your new hat tonight.
Oh, you love it? I could stand it up. How about that?
Nurse Nancy
What do you think about that?
Oh, you are too funny. DNG, absolutely. Someday we will make it out to California. We are at Galveston in October, so we're making our way out there.
We're gonna get there, yeah. So Galveston's the furthest west we're starting at.
Yeah, because I wouldn't mind to go out of San Francisco and head on down to Hawaii.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I got a tickle. Jay Hitman, I think that's his name. Jay Hiltman. Thank you for the compliment. I appreciate it. EBE Everything. That was our cruise number 7. We've been cruising for less than 2 years, and we've somehow fit 7 in. It's the 7th set of cruise vlogs we've done. And so it's kind of exciting, right? We've never owned a camera other than our phones, and so in 2 years we've made 7 cruise vlogs, which is kind of fun, and countless other vlogs and videos. So yeah, pretty fun. Yeah, I look like the Roman gnome. I'm like Travelocity.
Still suggesting a group cruise on the Scarlet Lady. We'll get on there.
Yeah, Scarlet Lady. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I don't know about a group cruise though. We gotta go check it out.
Yeah.
Hey, the other thing I saw in cruise news or I heard somewhere, I don't know if this will be exciting to anybody, but they're making another Edge class ship on Celebrity, so that should make the prices on the Celebrity Edge go down. That's a ship that I want to try.
Yeah, we need to. This year is so we went on MSC, but definitely NCL.
Yeah, I want to
sometime.
I don't know, man. Like I didn't get the cruise crud. I feel like I have it now, but it's kind of weird.
Well, I mean, you know.
What? What are you trying to say, Joe?
I don't know.
You know what you're trying to say? All right, entertainment on the Seaside. No.
Well, I think why you get a little sick when we get home is because we get home and then you're working like 20-hour days.
That's true.
So.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
Ellen Huffnell, thank you so much. That is very kind.
What a love.
We appreciate it. Thank you for the super chat. Hey, girl. And you know we love you. That's very kind. Thank you.
Mwah. Nathan, I have never done that before. I have never done a rookie mistake in the casino.
Yeah, so I've never even heard of that before. So in case you guys don't know what Jenny's talking about, she was playing. She had $40 in a slot machine. She wanted a drink. She just went and got a drink, and she didn't cash out. So she basically lost $40, not even by playing the slot machine, just by getting up and walking away. So she donated to somebody else. But
I think and maybe it's because like Carnival, I think puts it right on your card, but I know on Royal, I just pulled out my card and the money was on the card and you didn't have to get ticket. It was,
Yeah. Would I get a tattoo on the Scarlet Lady? I have 0 tattoos. Our friend and moderator Emily made a good point. She said, if you get a tattoo on the cruise, you're basically limiting the ability to do a lot of stuff. But the other point that she made is, since the Scarlet Lady is going to bring on celebrity or famous or well-regarded artist, if like your dream is to get a tattoo by famous tattooist Sarah Miller, you might be glad not to swim or get in the hot tub because you can get that cool Sarah Miller tattoo and you might not be able to do it anywhere else. So I like tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. I might get a tattoo on the Scarlet Lady, but yeah, I think it's cool. I'm glad that they have it.
Yeah. Liz, I went right as soon as I figured it out. I went right to the casino manager, let them know. I put my name in there, and I had no luck.
We got asked would we cruise on Titanic 2. I don't have any desire right now, but it's interesting because I'd like to see it.
Yeah. Everybody's saying that you should get a tattoo with my name on you.
That's right. Well, you already branded my heart with your love.
Oh, he's so sweet. So sweet. Aw, thank you for a happy belated anniversary.
They say I should get the tattoo. What tattoo would you get, Jenny?
I would get your name.
Yeah?
Yeah. Like with an anchor, because you anchor me down.
I do anchor you down.
You do.
Yeah, I would do the same. I would get a ball and chain with your name on it. Because you anchor me down. Wait, that's not the same.
Not the same.
That's not the same.
And if you really were just trying for an eye roll, you got one.
Well,
let's go back to Key West and understand why you didn't get your lobster roll.
Goodbye, Stephen Ducar.
Good night, Stephen.
So nice. Okay, yeah, I would get a tattoo of the Steamin' Bean. I would do it.
I love Stephen Bean. We should do that.
I would do it of his name though. Like I would get a bean with steam coming off of it.
That's perfect.
I think so.
Stephen Bean, you have to do that. That's your tattoo.
Exactly.
I know the Bridge of Sigh. Oh, it was amazing. It was beautiful.
It was really neat. Oh, there it is. Yes, I did wear socks on the cruise.
He did.
Yes.
That's a good question, Savage.
Janice Hart, I thank you for joining us, and I'm glad you found us, and I'm glad you're loving it. Cruising's pretty fun. It's hard to say everybody's going to love it because we've seen people go on their first cruise and not love it, so I don't want to be overly... I don't want to be like too pushy that way, but most people that we run into really like it, so you got to try it out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah.
Oh, about the argument in Key West. My hands are around his neck.
Yeah, we
didn't document the true fight.
I don't know what we were fighting about.
It was silly.
Probably silly.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, let's go back to the Seaside.
Okay.
The other...
entertainment. Did you talk about entertainment?
No, let's hold it for a second.
Okay.
This one's easy. Another complaint was that there was a poop smell.
Yeah.
I didn't smell a poop smell. Did you ever run into the stinky poop smell?
I did.
Where was that at?
I want to think it was like around the elevators sometimes.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but... And I want to think it's because...
Do you think that was people farting in the elevators?
Yeah, and the bathrooms are right there. So, I mean, someone could have taken a nice poop and you just get that smell.
I like that you call it a nice poop.
I mean,
I really don't want to...
All right, that's a little personal.
We had an interesting poop conversation this week. I don't know. Well, we won't share it, but... Yeah, it's funny, Ronnie Gilbert. I know that Roatan is pronounced Roatan.
Yeah.
If you guys are new here, you'll get to know that one of the things I like to do is play with words, because I believe that if you can play with words, you can understand words better. And unfortunately, though, I'll stay with some pronunciations, and people will be like, "Oh, you don't say that right." It's like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The St. Thomas vlog, we mentioned something about a bus transfer having an issue.
Oh, the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the story time for the. We didn't have an excursion. We did decide to get off the cruise ship. We walked in the little shopping area, and then Jenny gave me that look like, "Why are we walking around? This is sucky." And so we went back.
Because it had just rained.
It had just rained. It was very humid. And so we went to, there was like a little tourism board. And so the tourism board, they don't supply the tours, but I said, there was a nice lady in there. Hey, we'd like to take a tour. She's like, talk to this guy outside. So we talked to the guy outside, and I said, hey, I'd like to go on a tour. And he's like, oh, yeah, it's great, $25. They take you to all these places. They take you to the highest point so you can see the ships. They take you to where the banana daiquiri place is. I said, wow, that sounds fantastic. And so he got on the radio, and I don't know what it's a taxi and a tour service. And so the first people that they called over, it took like 15 minutes, which I thought was weird. So the lady shows up, and she just there's like 6 people going to the beach, and we're just the only 2 people that are doing the 2-hour tour. Right. And she didn't want to do it. And so we didn't find out she didn't want to do it until we were already loaded on the little truck. And so we're on the truck, and she's like, oh, you guys are going to have to get off. Somebody else is going to come. And I had this look like, really? And all of a sudden, the guy that was trying to arrange it started kind of yelling at her. And she's like, all right, I'm going to take you. And so we ended up with like 6 people on the tour. And so we dropped all these people at the beach. And then she was like, well, where do you guys want to go? And I was like, what do you mean? Like, she's like, where do you want to go? And I was like, oh, the guy said we would go to these 2 places. And she got mad.
She was super mad.
She was yelling at me. She was like, look, that guy shouldn't have told you where you're going to go.
I do the tour.
I tell you where you're going to go. How dare him tell you? And I'm thinking, well, didn't you just ask me where you... So I said, look, well, where does the tour go? That's finally what I got to. I let her yell at me for a while, and Jenny was looking at her like, wow. And I said, well, where do you go? And she's like, well, where do you want to go? And I'm like, I just told you where I wanted to go. That's how I said it in my mind. I was like, the banana daiquiri place. She ended up taking us there, but she was mad the whole time. And so anyways, the takeaway is it's probably better to pre-book that kind of thing. Yeah. But it was great. We had a good time for $25, and we got to see all those places. But you ever know how like shocked you feel when you get yelled at and you didn't think you were supposed to get yelled at?
Yeah, it's like, wow, I'm giving you money.
Just for a simple question, I was like, oh my goodness. Okay, so that's it.
Yeah. Did we have any So the poop smell really was very faint and not all the time. So it probably was just someone in the bathroom.
Yeah, I never experienced the poop smell.
Yeah.
Sheila B, thank you so much for the super chat. That is very kind. We appreciate
Sheila,
it.
Thank you.
I know I've seen Sheila maybe over at Sharon at Sea. I think she's just started to show up in the communities, and so yeah, we're glad to have you.
Yes. Welcome to the cruising community.
What's the name of the company so we don't use them? I don't even know. Like, it's just, they're the guys that are standing there. They have blue shirts on. I wouldn't say don't use them. I'd just say verify for sure that you're not going to get in. I think it was just I just think the lady was just having a bad day or something. But
yeah.
Again,
and I mean, he even tried to give her like the olive branch. Yeah. And, we bought her a bottle of water, but.
And Jason Kelly, yes, of course, we did tip her because I just believe in that. I believe that generosity and kindness trumps everything. I do believe in that love conquers all. So I know it's a little sappy, but even if I get treated poorly, I try to pay it forward. So it takes a lot for me to not do that.
So was the banana daiquiri amazing though, or worth it? It
was $11.
So I don't think it was worth it.
Nope.
And for me, like so at the beginning, all I tasted was the banana because our straw was all the way down in the banana frozen part. Yeah. And then I mixed in the alcohol, and it was way too much alcohol for me.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
I did like the taste of the banana. So maybe if we go back, I would get it like a virgin banana daiquiri.
Yeah, I didn't love it, but it was iconic. You had to do it, so I was glad to do it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh yeah, so people are talking about hanging out with Don. I tell you what,
that man is.
It was a great surprise.
Top notch.
We kind of felt like he was going to show up, but he went radio silent about a week. So I probably talked to him on the phone. And the last couple times I talked to him on the phone, I'm like, are you going to be on the Seaside? Let's, because he would call and he'd be like, so what dining do you have?
What's going on?
I want to send something to you. And I'm like,
what hotel you staying at?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, you're going to be there, right? And he never came off of it. So I was probably about 60% thinking he wasn't going to be there, 40% thinking he was. And so it was a wonderful surprise. That's the first time we've ever met Don in real life. And so, look, we know very few people, right? We know the shows. We've met Matt and Sandy. We know the Flanagans. We know Julie and Mike. We know everybody that was on the group cruise in April. So
in October.
And so
we met Ty and Jay.
We met Diacritical One. We're starting to meet people, but basically we don't know anybody, and we have virtual relationship. The Hensleys. The list is getting longer, but what I'm trying to say is most people that know us, we don't know, right? And that goes the same for Don. We only know Don through his videos and a couple conversations. And so it's really neat to kind of forge that in real life friendship. And we hit it off, right away. And so we had a really great time, and it was fun to knock around with and go to the shows. And Jenny and Don hit it off. So it was a great time. Who knows? You might see Don and Tony again at some point.
Never know.
You never know.
Someone asked if we would ever have a local meetup, and that is a plan.
There's a lot of people in North Carolina. We just got to figure out what it would be.
Yeah. Someone said that Don cheated at bowling. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
I after meeting Don, I don't think that. So he is definitely a professional bowler. Like, did you see his form?
Yeah, good form.
Absolutely.
Had good form. 7 cruises. I think maybe that's the second person asked. We've been that cruise is number 7 for us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nana loves cruising. Don was a pleasure to meet for sure. As were you and Mike.
Yeah, Steam and Bean might be coming to the North Carolina area. We'll have to say hello.
Oh, really?
He's been talking about going to Asheville, which is close to where our boy goes to school.
Oh, well, if he goes to Asheville, Steam and Bean, hit us up. We will meet you over there.
That's right. All right, let's... If you want me to say hi to you and I haven't said hi... Well, let's do this. Let's do a couple things. I'll try to do a few more hellos. If you want me to say hello to you, just say hello again. And if you are here and you are a creator, we have a lot of cool creators in the house. A lot of people that are putting out great content.
Absolutely.
I'll just break it down. This is the way it works if you're a creator. You want people to watch your stuff, and you want to hit a couple milestones that are important for YouTube. The first one is 100 subscribers. That allows you to get your own URL. And then once you get to 1,000 subscribers, then you can make the decision whether you want to make some money off your videos. So we have people that are trying to hit the 100 mark. We have people that are trying to hit the 1,000 mark. So if you're a creator, type creator by your name. And if you guys could do these folks a solid, click beside their name, follow their channel, subscribe to them, help them make some of these milestones. And the benefit that you're going to get is there's a lot of people out there making good cruising content. So fill up your sub feed with cruising stuff and say that you're a creator. So,
Christina, thank you so much. And it's always coffee time.
Oh, yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Christina. It's super nice.
So someone said that you should take me to Tunica. So let me tell you about Tunica. We lived in Jackson, Tennessee for the beginning part of our marriage.
Yes.
And every anniversary, that's where we would go.
We've been to Tunica many times.
I love Tunica.
We love Tunica. What's up, Kate Falconer, Crazy Traveler NW, Michael Strikes, hi from New York, Joanne Ornsby, hello, Jan Booth. What's up, Ty, if I didn't say hello to you. Hello, Katie Whalen.
Maya and Jen on the Oasis of the Seas.
Oh, very nice. Miranda Ashley, what's going on? Oh, everything jumped on me. Mary Klug, what's going on? Let's see. Houston is in the house.
Sharon C., congratulations, 6,000. That's awesome.
6,000, cranking it.
That's great.
Belle, just subscribed. Thank you so much. Do you get paid for your videos? Yeah, so we're part of the Google Partner Program, and so anytime that somebody watches the ads that play before or during the videos, it goes part to our revenue. So what we get paid just depends on how much people watch the videos and how much those ads that people watch. That's the other thing. Subscribers are really good for creators, but video views are really the thing that makes the channels grow. So watch these folks' videos too. LW lives in High Point. What's going on?
Well, and there's someone from Waxhaw. Hello.
T. Braden is in the house. Memphis. We spent some time in Memphis.
I used to drive down to Waxhaw all the time.
That's right. Let's see. Dave and Brandy trying to get to 1K. That's right.
DNG, congratulations on 1,000. That's awesome.
Maureen Kirk, I don't know if I said hello. Man, the chat is going crazy. Sorry if I'm missing anybody. Jumbo Capped, what's going on?
Kathy Faulkner, that's right. Watch the ads, folks.
That's right. I mean, it does help us out.
That's right. A little bit.
Yeah, so anytime that if you're really into, if you like the content that these creators make and you want to see more cruising content, just a couple simple things to do when you're watching videos. Just hit the like, leave a comment, even if it's just to tell people that they're doing a good job, and subscribe to their channel. All those things do well, and try to watch as much of the video as possible.
Yeah, and if you feel it'll be helpful for other people, you should share it.
Sharing's a big deal. Yeah, we don't really promote sharing a lot, but that's a good one.
Yeah. Thank you, Katie. Appreciate that. So what were the other things that people complained about on MSC?
The entertainment. In the beginning, and I did see today that in the beginning, most every show was based on opera or based on some sort of really classical music. That was pretty different. So they did a lot in those shows where they incorporated music and circus arts and magic. They did a really good job. There's still a couple shows that were pretty heavily classical and opera, but like in the beginning, I don't think they had the Michael Jackson tribute or the Peter Punk, the retelling of Peter Pan. It was some of the the challenge for me is the Aqua Theater on the Oasis. Like, I'm gonna say MSC was probably my second favorite entertainment behind the Oasis. It was good.
Yeah, that Michael Jackson show though, what?
The guy had it down.
I don't know if you could hear me in today's thing, but I was like, woo! I mean, it was awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, it was really great.
What's up, MLB Destinations? Michelle Collins, I don't know if I said hello.
Hello.
Griff and Alyssa get Geico ads. That's pretty cool.
Oh, that's funny. Geico.
So, Jenny.
So, Tony.
We'll probably go on to, I mean, we don't really have any topics, but I know these last two live streams have been focused on MSC. What do you think? Like, now that we're a week out of it, you've seen all the videos. What do you think?
Let's just say hello to Tony, because he gets jealous that we say hello to Deborah and not him.
Hello, Tony.
All right, so X me that one more time. So
what were your, like, what are some of the big thoughts for you on the Seaside? What'd you really like?
So the decor, the ship was absolutely beautiful. The first and second day, I didn't really care for the layout, but then once you got the hang of it, it was pretty easy. Yeah. The layout. My takeaway also is that their elevators are a little slow and a little frustrating at times. What else?
Yeah,
the entertainment was great. The staff was okay, except for our room steward was phenomenal. I loved him. He was. If you didn't see him dancing, you gotta check that out.
Yeah, I thought that was neat. That was the first time I'd seen a crew talent show. I was super excited that they gave them the opportunity to do that, and they gave all of them internet for doing that, which I thought was cool.
Yeah.
I think, I'm going to go with you. The pain point was the elevator. I almost had to hate. We were on 15, and most everything was lower than that, and so it was always a pain to use the elevators. But I really liked the Seaside. I liked the decor. The layout was challenging for sure. But again, I think we're comparing it to the Oasis, which was such an easy ship to get around.
Yeah.
But I like the vibe. I like the fact that I like the service because they would help you when you engaged them, but they weren't overly in your face, which I don't like anybody to be overly in my face. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, so we're starting to run out of time, and I did see the comment by Jamie from Sharon at Sea. We do have a couple group cruises coming up. We are what are we, like, in the 30s?
39?
39 days maybe from the spring La Lido Loca group cruise on the Breeze. There's still spots available, still cabins, I think, available on that cruise. Any of these things, if they sound good to you and you want more information...
38
days. if you want any more information, send a email to travel@lalidoloca.com. So we have the group cruise coming up in April. We have a Halloween group cruise coming up, leaving out of Galveston.
Yes, 234 days.
Going on the Vista.
Yes.
And then the only thing that we have in 2020 is the La Lido Loca Sharon at Sea group cruise. There's a lot of creators that are going to be on there. Griffin Alyssa, the Claykowskis. I don't even know who all is going to be on there. We have well over 100 cabins booked on that. And Jamie and I, we've got a list of things that Sharon and Jenny are going to do that we haven't told them about yet. But Jamie and I, we're going to have a good time. If you want to go on...
Sharon, no.
If you want to go on that cruise, again, travel@lalidoloca.com or reach out to Sharon at Sharon at Sea and whoever you want, and we can book you into that
598 days for that?
Yeah, so yeah. I think it'll be a good time.
And we're on the Mardi Gras. That's not really a group cruise at all. We do have a group. We're going to be on there. We have a group set up that, it holds some cabins and you get a onboard credit.
Yeah, so that's again not an official group cruise on the Mardi Gras, but if you want to save some money with your booking, you can book through Jenny on that one. Yeah, that's gonna be good. Yeah. Jeffrey said he reached out but with no reply, so we'll check it out.
Jeffrey, I'm so sorry.
We're usually pretty good about that.
Yeah. Travel@lalidoloca.com or jbarnett@cruiseshipcenters.com.
Exactly.
Yeah. Will we see any more videos of Uptown Charlotte in your daily track?
I don't know. I do like doing the daily vlog, so we'll have to see. You guys like seeing Uptown? Maybe we can do some video from Uptown.
I'll tell you what I really loved, and I didn't have any part of it, but I really loved your vlog on the mustard drill. I thought it was a fun way to go through your day, but also kind of put in some cruise talk. So
that was a fun challenge. I really wanted to tell that story about the mustard drill, about the customer service, but I didn't want to just do it in front of the green screen. So thank you, Jenny. That was I like the way that came out too.
Yeah, does look good.
Let's see.
I know someone did. I don't know if we answered it yet, but I'm a smoker, so I cannot answer it. But someone wanted to know if the casino smelled smoky.
Now, so part of the casino, was it half and half? It never smelled smoky to me. Like, if I walked right into, like, a pod of slot machines where people were smoking, it was smoky. But over near the tables, it never... I think some of it was non-smoking. It wasn't as bad as... I've been on other ships where the whole thing smells like smoke. It wasn't horrible. Yeah. The Seaside had a lot of different places where people could smoke. I don't know why that was the case, but there were a lot of outer decks where people could smoke, and of course the casino, but I never really felt like it felt super smoky in there.
Right. Someone wants to know, and I apologize because I've seen it before in the chat, did my family enjoy the MSC? And they did. Everyone that I've talked to enjoyed it. They weren't too fond of the food all the time, but then they did have an issue with service in the buffet that one time. But
All right. Well.
But yeah, they enjoyed it.
Jenny, the hour has flown by. I hope we've answered most of your questions on the Seaside. If you have more questions, come over to the La Lido Loca Cruising community on Facebook. Feel free to ask your questions there, and or just go to any of the videos. We try to respond to as many questions on the videos as possible, but there's still more Seaside stuff to come. Again, ship tour, all the food I ate. I'll probably do an entertainment review. Probably will do 5 reasons why we liked MSC better than Carnival, and 5 reasons why we like Carnival better than MSC. All that fun stuff. Back into cruise news, and so. But we appreciate everybody who's been watching those vlogs, and it means a lot, and we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it. All right, everybody. Well, that is Tuesday Night Live.
Tuesday Night Live.
We appreciate you joining us. Thanks, everybody. Hopefully we said hi to everybody. But I guess we got to go.
We do have to go.
All right, everybody. This is Tony.
And I'm Jenny.
And we are La Lido Loca. And until the next time.
We'll see you on the Lido.
We will see you on the Lido.
Right now.
Bye.